I tell you what, she ain't perfect, but that'll do. I definitely got some room to work again. And now, after I put everything else back up in here, like the chicken feed and the gas cans, I could get over here finally and start working on the furnace. So, keep an eye out for this video. This is going to be very interesting. See if I can turn the light on. That's a thin layer of copper down at the bottom. I'm trying to get it out without destroying that probe. I remelted it. I got it hot again after I got everything I could out. So everything was that you see on the bottom was bunched up around that probe. Now a lot of it melted and spread out. So now I'm going to try to get it out without breaking it. Here, wish me luck. All right. For those of you who don't know, I had a meltdown. A catastrophic failure of a crucible. The bottom blew out on me. Like so. I had about anywhere from a kilo to 2 kilos of molten copper, and when it did it, it broke inside here. I got a lot of it out. I poured a lot of it out onto a tray, sacrificed one of my trays. It's fine, they're cheap. And then recovered a lot of the copper. This is what actually poured out of here. You're not supposed to pour it out of there. You're supposed to pour it out of the crucible, but yeah, that didn't happen. So I poured all that out, got it out, got a lot of it out. I tore out all the copper that was around in here, around the probe, and then, let's see if I can get that to focus. I tore it all around there, and then there was that big area around the probe, and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to run this without a crucible and get it nice and hot and see if I can get that molten copper to melt away from there, and it sure did. Got a lot of it away, but now I got to see if I can carefully get it off of, this is my, I would call this a ferrule. It's a ceramic insert. I think got the top piece here, but then underneath you got a barrel. So let's see if I can get that off. Okay, pulling this thing off. That's where we tried to pour it out when it was still scalding hot. This is pretty much stuck on there. I'm going to see if I can get that off without damaging the ferrule here. Went ahead and moved outside here. It is just way too hot in the shop. What if it's like 80 degrees outside, it's 95 in the shop. If it's 100 outside, so on and so forth. So I just noticed something I wanted to show you guys. So check this out. See this winding? This is the heating element. It's got a little bit of ceramic around it, and that's fine. But look at this. It goes into this ferrule. Remember I was telling you it was a ferrule? I thought the ferrule itself was just protecting this, but the way they have this designed on this heating element here, this is the heating element. That's why you really don't want to break this. I'm trying really gingerly, and I'm working around this thing. I'm trying to dig it out to where it'll pop loose, pop this off, and then I can start working on that side. It is a pain in the butt. If you have a crucible crack on you, dump everything out immediately as fast as you can, guys, while it's nice and hot and liquid. So that's it, my learning experience from this. But I'm trying really hard not to make any cracks on any of this, so this element is fine. If I end up cracking it and losing it, then we're gonna probably steal the guts out of the bottom, put them in the old one, and do it that way, which at this point almost looks like it might be easier, but I'm gonna try. Okay, we're learning. So this wasn't my fault, well, the whole thing I'm sure is, but check this out. So you see, this is the thing I was trying to pop off. I was trying to pop it off of that ferrule, but see how it leaked past? There must have been a crack in there. It went past and into this, so there's copper in here, which apparently, remember those windings we were talking about? That was just a connection. So you have these spiral windings inside of and are wrapped around the outside of this ferrule. So it's a ribbed ferrule with windings all the way around. So if you're ever tearing one of these things apart, now you know that's kind of the basis of the construction of it. They probably wrap it around the whole ferrule and then drop the whole thing in there and do your connection here and then at the bottom as well, or however they're doing it. But yeah, the this is all refractory This is probably K2200, K2200 cable, or maybe 2400. Who knows? That's the temperature in Fahrenheit I'm referring to. But yeah, I got my piece of copper off here. I'll probably hammer this out and get all the ceramic off of it, save the little bit of copper I got there. But there was no saving it. I tried really hard, but yeah, you can even see like right here. Turn this light on. You can see right here, there was been a crack in my ferrule when this all went down anyways. So it definitely was doomed before I even did this. So the refractory has failed. The copper has gone in here and destroyed this ferrule. I mean, again, I have plan B. The refractor, I could still probably use this for parts. Maybe not this part, but the rest of it I can use as parts. And what I'm going to use for parts are the electronics in this, because that's what was going on with my 2-auto, the first furnace I had in the first place. So keep tuned for that video, guys. This is just what I've been working on. I finally got around to it. I was worried about working on this because I just had a feeling I was going to break something, and sure enough. So now I'm not too afraid. I'll probably go down in here, break the rest of this out if I feel like it. That seems like a lot of work, but yeah, stay tuned. I will be transferring the electronic guts from the bottom of this one over to the other one, whatever I need. Maybe the repair that I did on that thing held. Maybe we'll give it a shot this weekend and see if we can get that other one to work. But I believe the controller was starting to fail on it. Until next time, guys, keep stacking, stack 'em high.